The room beyond stopped him in his tracks. It was gargantuan and made entirely of metal, none of the accents of wood or tile he'd seen in the rest of the ship. This room was purely functional, but utterly tremendous. Whoa, what the hell is this? Santa got out a few words before awe stole the rest of them. The rest were too stunned to offer anything more than gasps. It was easily the largest room they'd seen, and yet it was somehow closed and oppressive. The ceiling was at least 2 stories high, if not significantly more. It was easily several hundred feet across, and appeared to stretch the entire width of the ship. In the center of that gargantuan room stood a massive, rounded building. Even from a distance, the sheer bulk of it was oppressive. Junpei could feel the room, the building, even the air pressing down on him. Junpei and the others were standing on scaffolding that crisscrossed the whole area. The proper term was catwalk, Junpei thought, although it didn't seem particularly important. Alright, let's head downstairs. Nearby was a long iron staircase that made its way eventually to the floor beneath them. Excuse me. Burped. They moved around toward the opposite side of the massive building, following the catwalk. They hadn't said much as they walked, but as they approached the building, Ace suddenly spoke up. "This looks to be the steam engine room." The steam engine room? Yes. The thing that looks like a cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler. Do you see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned, which heats up water, producing steam. The same thing that drives a steam engine. This one is simply somewhat larger. I see. Even if Ace was right, the boiler was boiling nothing as they approached it. The entire room was as silent as the grave. Suddenly, Junpei heard a noise behind him. He turned just in time to see June collapsing to her knees. "Hey, what's wrong? Are you alright?" He dashed toward her and wrapped his arms around her shoulders to steady her. It was then he noticed. You're really warm. Your fever's coming back?" Yes, it probably is. But I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. I just need to rest, and I'll be fine." Her voice was weak and forced. It said a great deal more than her words did. Junpei carried her to the nearest wall and propped her up against it. She let her head fall back against the wall, as if she no longer had the strength to support it, and drew a ragged breath. Her eyes were empty, as if she was having trouble focusing them, and even speaking seemed difficult for her. Junpei felt his hand ball itself into a fist and clenched tight, his knuckles whitening. He had to find a way out, and quickly. He turned and looked at Ace and Santa in turn. They might not have shared the depth of his emotion, but they certainly shared his concern. He didn't need words to express the urgency of their situation. "Alright, let's get started." "Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon." She managed a small nod before leaning back to rest her head on the wall. Hoo boy, this is a massive room. Time to get looking! Only problem is we're nearing what I'd like to make the time limit. I can just make this a longer episode. Hoo boy. A tunnel. Goes all the way across the ship. Okay. I'd say that's probably here to move coal from place to place. It probably comes from over there. And that's where the belt carries it down the tunnel and out here. So if the conveyor belt was moving, yes, the coal would almost certainly come out here. The pillar goes up towards the ceiling. It's a square hole. Nothing in here. Ah, look at the back wall there. I can see 3 small slots. Terminals for some sort of connector, perhaps? You mean you think we're supposed to plug something in here? Perhaps. Alright. Look at that button. It's glowing orange, right? That's gotta mean something. I guess pressing it is the best way to find out if it does anything, Santa. Nothing. Alright, maybe later. Okay. The gear is rusty, but it looks like it's still pretty sturdy. A golden gear. It doesn't look like it was always golden like this. Well then, I imagine it was prepared especially for this game, and that was Junpei that said the thing about it wasn't always golden. Looks like there's a door over here in this tunnel. The belt here over there must deliver coal, which is then picked up and thrown into this door. The door appears to be welded shut, however. Oh. Conveyor belt runs into a sort of arced tunnel. There's a small door in the side of this tunnel. It's welded shut and won't open. Huge bronze gear. This has to be important. Okay, so we have a gold gear and a bronze gear. If I had to go out on a limb, this one's probably silver. Yep. Silver gear. Do you think it's made of pure silver? No way. Silver is way too soft to use for a gear, as is gold, but there it is. It's gotta be steel or iron gear that's been coated with silver. Ugh. Shouldn't have called it a silver gear then. Shouldn't have got your hopes up. Were you thinking all this thing back? Nah, but I think 7 could probably carry it, don't you? Maybe. Conveyor belt runs into a sort of arced tunnel. Okay. Look, Ace! It's some kind of snowman's secret meeting. Those are just bags full of sand. You use them as counterweights when you're lifting something with a pulley system. Man, you're too serious. There's a pair of wooden boxes here. There's nothing in them. What's this? Given its placement, this must unlock the door to the left. There's a weird indentation on top of this thing. I think that means you have to insert something here? Yes, I would imagine so. Oh boy. There's a thick iron door blocking our way. You think this is... Yes. It looks like the exit. Looks like this door slides up into the ceiling. Okay, so we need to find that circular thingy. But... Oh boy. Wait, didn't I just... Yeah, I just did this. Oh, there's more gears, isn't there? There's a number of these little windows alongside the inside of this thing. I think it's supposed to put coal through these, but they're welded shut. I don't think we can get these open. Okay, there's a lot of doors that are welded shut. These two columns are different from the others. The lights are red. These sliders on the left are down, but this one is up. There are a number of lives engraved into these. I suspect we are meant to do something rather specific with them. Junpei, why don't you move that slider down? Well, there's no harm in trying, I suppose. Nothing. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepared somehow. Saying if we did something else, it'd respond somehow? Yes, I suppose that's one way of putting it. Okay. Time to go prepare shit. We aren't going to get anywhere with that pile of boxes here. What the hell's in these things anyway? They're way too heavy to move. One of the doors on the furnace. There's an A on it. There's a circular wheel in the center of the door. Alright, let's give that sucker a twist. Oh. Well, it's noisy, but it opens. And it's totally pitch black in there. We should, go in here. Alright. Let's go. Or we shouldn't go in here. Looks just like the door we went into. Where are we? We must be on the other side, yes? Which would put us directly above the conveyor belt. At any rate, we should keep moving. There's a great deal we've yet to investigate. Whole bunch of boxes in my way. I can't get through. Well, there's the B door. Oh. Alright, let's give this wheel a spin. What? That's weird. I don't feel any resistance. Gah! Ah, shit. Well, it's a wheel that seems to be a part of the winch. There's some pegs on the back that look like they go into the holes on the winch. Good job, genius. You broke it. I didn't break it. It broke all by itself. I was just there when it happened. Hand-operated winch. The wheel it once had is now in my hand. Let's see if I can get it back on. There's a couple of posts on the back that look like they fit into the holes on the winch. Damn, no good. These little shafts are too small for this big hole. That's what she said. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, to be honest. Further increasing my innuendo there. If that's the case, then that wheel wasn't originally part of this winch. And that means it's for another one. Okay. This supports the braces on the side of the ship. It's not a ladder. I'm trying to hit the... I wanted to hit the down button. The catwalk. Well, let's go back into B. There are a number of boxes on the catwalk. I don't think we can go over there. Really? What makes you say that? Well, anyway, looks like that's a pipe. Looks like the bottom connects to the conveyor belt housing. And the coal must come out of this pipe onto the conveyor belt. In other words, there must be a great deal of coal in that pipe. Okay. Let's try and get through C and see if we can go around that way. Oh, well, son of a bitch. The hand-operated winch. There's no wheel to turn. Oh, yeah. I've got the wheel I pulled off the other winch, don't I? Let's see if it fits. Da-da-da-da! Sweet, it's a perfect fit. Like they were made for each other. Not shaky at all. Good, I'll be able to turn this now. Good work, Junpei. You should be able to haul the wooden box now. You see the wooden box? It's under the catwalk. Can you see it? It's hanging from the rope on the winch, isn't it? Looks like there's some sort of device in the box. I'm not sure what it is. At any rate, you might as well turn the wheel now. I'm counting on you. That was a lot of exposition we didn't need, but okay, thanks. Alright, I'll turn the wheel. Huh? What's this? What's happened? The wheel only turns to the left. It only turns to the left? That means we can't reel up that rope. Yeah. We can only let the rope down. Interesting. I don't think that will be a problem. We'll simply need to go downstairs after letting the wooden box down. I will be counting on you, Junpei. Sure thing. No sweat. Okay. I believe the box has reached the floor. Yeah. He stuck his head over the side of the catwalk and looked down. The box that had only recently hung below the catwalk now sat on the floor. It had come to rest near the end of the tunnel that covered the conveyor belt, near where June had collapsed. Junpei could see her leaning against the wall as if she barely had the strength to sit up. Even from so far away, it was not difficult to see that she had not improved. He almost thought he could see heat rising from her body. She doesn't seem to be improving. Ace's expression was inscrutable, but he'd said what he had been thinking. Said what they had all been thinking, rather. Well, of course not. She's not just going to get better right away, you know. It'll take time. He tried desperately to convince himself that what he'd said was true. What could be causing this, I wonder? Illness, perhaps? Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion. Sandra's response was confident and certain. She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder than that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know? So you're saying we're abnormal? Yeah. We're just running around this room solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual. How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs. Santa snorted in disgust. A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You were being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying? No. But it does seem like a possibility, you know? They stood there for a few minutes, no one speaking, until Santa turned and walked away from the winch. Junpei and Ace followed him. Anyway, time to go through door C, so I can go through door A, so we can go down these stairs, So we can turn my ass around and get the boxes. A pair of boxes. That's the wrong boxes. That's the wrong door. Control panel for something. Some kind of machine. Maybe a control panel? Well, if I was a gambling man, maybe this is the hole where the control panel goes? Well, there's only one way to find out. In you go! Game, set, match. Dude, you did it! Everything looks alright. Okay, but what do we do now? Why don't you press the button next to it? The orange one? Yes. Alright, I'll do that. Pushing! Sweet! All sorts of lights are lighting up on the thing. And, oh yes, I think I just heard something turn on. Oh? What's that? What happened? Junpei, look, the conveyor belt's moving! Conveyor belt? It doesn't look like it's moving. Up there we go. Well, I guess it's done moving now. There's still a bunch of coal on the belt, though. Looks like a bunch of it got dumped off the end of the belt into that wooden box, where we found the control panel. Coal. Coal, huh? Well. You got box of coal! A wooden box full of coal. Guess there's really only one thing we can do with that stuff. Burn it! Let's see. Small door, it's welded shut, won't open. That was the case with all of them, right? I believe so. I'm not gonna go up the ladder. Pair of boxes. No, that's not gonna help me. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What about the bronze one? Will this one open? No, bronze one won't open. Can't say I'm all that surprised. One door. It's welded shut as well. I wonder. I never looked at these, did I? Oh. There's a hole that will let us put coal in the furnace. Maybe we can get some coal in there and set it on fire. Okay, let's do it. Only thing is we don't have, Right, that's the last of it. No coal left in the wooden box. And nothing. Great. Well, I guess we should have expected that. Why would just throwing coal into a cold furnace do anything? Oh well, a man can dream. Junpei, explain it to me again. You're planning to stoke the furnace with coal? Which would heat up the water stored in there and make steam. Which will then drive something else. Am I correct? In other words, you want to generate some pressure with the steam to power the turbine. And drive the steam engine, right? Yeah, I guess. That's the gist of it. Well, in that case, this isn't enough coal. This furnace is enormous, so we're going to need a lot more coal than this. Very well. Then if the three of us work together, we should manage to fill it much faster. I want to help too. Man, I totally didn't even see her walk up. Are you feeling up to that? Yes. Yeah, right. You look like you're one stiff breeze away from falling over, June. I think you'd better just rest some more, alright? But No arguing. You need your rest, so you just stay there. We'll handle this. Okay. I understand. Alright, time for the manly work. Let's get this coal into those furnaces. All the sound of pushing coal into something with one static image. Man, this is a lot of work. Alright, I think this should be sufficient. Alright, now we just gotta light it. Junpei, hand me your matches. What makes you think I have matches? I see. Now how are we gonna light it? Perhaps there's a device nearby that'll allow us to remotely ignite the coal. Let's take a look, shall we? Some sort of ignition device, huh? Well. Oh, wait. We put a bunch of coal into the furnace. If we can get it to light... Anyway, as I was saying, if I were a gambling man... This is the control panel for the conveyor belt. It's covered with lights. Oh, no, just lights. Okay, never mind. Retracted. Actually, if I were a gambling man. Is this? I think it might be. It probably is. I think this is how we're going to ignite the furnace. That means if we move that thing down... Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Hey, Junpei, Ace, look at this. There's big gears turning under the boiler here. Question mark? Well, yeah, that's what gears do. Huh? The gears. They're spinning. What the hell are you guys waiting for? Let's start looking. Or we could just let them spin. Huh. Looks like we have a puzzle piece. See, blue, red, and black. The gold disc. It has a number of lines engraved into it. I can make out 3 colors here. Red, blue, and black. I just said that. There's also gold, which the disc is made of. I wonder what they mean. Well, if I was a gambling man, I'd guess each one of them is going to have a disc and we do something with that. The bronze disc. It has a bunch of lines in it. 3 different colors. Red, blue, and black. And last but certainly not least, disc silver. Silver disc. It has a bunch of lines on it, but the red ones really stand out, right? Yeah, the red ones, huh? Well, now that we've gotten all of that info and all of those bits, where is the exit door? I forget where we left it. Was it... No. There it is. Looks like this thing unlocks the door. There's a depression here that looks like it's the outline of 3 circles laid on top of each other in a triangle. Maybe if we put those 3 discs we found in this thing... Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's stick them in. Huh? That's odd. Nothing's happening. Maybe you're, I don't know, putting them in the wrong places? Perhaps you have them facing the wrong directions? Maybe you should rotate the... perhaps you should rotate the discs and make some of the lines connect to one another. Well, no harm in trying. Instructions for operation. Oh, jeez. When the disc is touched, it will rotate a certain amount. When the white arrow is touched, the discs are switched. Please note that when the discs are switched, the angles for the discs are reset. Okay. Wait, if I do that, maybe... Aha! The red lines on these discs. I think maybe I can make a star polygon with these. Isn't that what I just did? Do 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 do! You found it! Yes, the door's open! And with that, we're gonna end this here. See you guys in the next episode.